Nadia.
And I'm Eleni.
And welcome to
Sisterhood Social,
where today we're going to talk about body modifications.
Yeah, specifically like tattoos and piercings. I don't think we're going to go into the extremes, but there's a lot of things to talk about, and both of us are into that stuff, and so I just thought it would be kind of a fun, more laid-back episode.
Yeah.
A little stressed
A
for
little
our
bit
battery life
shorter.
right now.
A little bit shorter than our usual episodes, so we won't talk like...
Got 25% remaining. So. But yeah, I just wanted to talk, I guess, maybe about what we have, what we're into, what we want in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Currently I have 3 tattoos, and I've got 3 piercings. So even on both ends of that. I mean, I have my regular lobes done, which actually, at this point, if you are watching these episodes or listening to these episodes chronologically, you would know that my grandparents are very religious, and when I was growing up, I was not able to wear any type of jewelry. So when I turned 12 is when I got my first body modification with just, getting my ears pierced. Which was
usually the first piercing.
Yeah, it's usually the first piercing. I can't stand it when people pierce their baby's ears.
Mine is not. She does not have her ears pierced. I'm not going to do it because I want her to just be old enough to know what she wants and consent and clean it. Mm-hmm. I think that's really important. Plus, the only places that will pierce babies' ears are places with a piercing gun or maybe doctors.
Yeah.
But I will definitely not be using a piercing gun on her. Not like me, but like someone else. And, me and her dad decided anyway that we weren't going to do that. But, I guess it's cute, but it's also an unnecessary cosmetic procedure, similar to other stuff that we're not going to talk about. But I just, I don't know. It's just, I think she would look really cute with earrings, but I also think
most
that,
babies would look cute with
she
earrings.
should be able to say that. And so my mom, I started asking for pierced ears at maybe 5 or something, and my mom still thought I was a little bit young. But then when I was 7, I think I was 7, then she let me. But
yeah, I actually said no to getting my ears pierced for the longest time, and my mom was actually the one who was like, oh, maybe you should get your ears pierced. These earrings would look so cute with your outfit. And I was like, no, I don't want to get my ears pierced. That's a sin.
I'm not about that life.
I'm not about that life. I want to make it to heaven. And then
not going there no more.
Then I went to a different school, and I started seeing other kids with earrings, and and I was like, I won't say it was peer pressure, because nobody asked me oh, why don't you have earrings? I don't even think anybody
Some
knows
kids do that sometimes, or
some kids do.
If they do know that you're wearing clip-ons or something, then they might say something. But
yeah,
I didn't really have that.
I don't
feel
think anybody really.
Kids had other things to make fun of on me other than my lack of pierced ears. For me it was facial hair, but another topic. But I'm just saying, as far as ear piercings and tattoos for my child, no tattoos until 18. Piercings, we'll talk, we'll negotiate, that's fine, but it also has to be a conversation with her dad and with me and with her, and, I already know where I'm going to take her. If, when that happens, we're going to get it pierced the right way with a hollow needle, all the good stuff, tattoo shop, I want her to consent, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Definitely, consent is a big thing whenever you get any type of body modification. You need to be able to, one, be conscious enough, and that means, either, in your childhood, be old enough to say, yes, this is something that I really want, and not have it be an influence from your parents or anybody else. And then also, if you're drunk, don't get a tattoo or a piercing. A lot of places won't do that. Won't let you do that, but if you know somebody who would, or a tattoo artist that would still do to you when you're intoxicated, don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do it. It's probably gonna be a tattoo that you're gonna regret.
Yeah, I think the one thing for me is that it really sucks to not ever have the money to get a tattoo or piercing that I want, but it's also good because it forces you to have the time to really think about it and make sure that this is what you want, this is where you want it, blah, 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 And I think that's good because it made me have pretty long spaces between the things that I was getting done. So I don't know even how I afforded to get what I have now, which is not even that much. But like for me,
How many tattoos do you have?
oh yes, I have 5 right now. I was hoping to like get my 6th, but you know, finances, life comes first. But hopefully in the future, because I have a full body map planned. I have everything planned out. I've had it planned out for so long. Not since I was really young, but probably in the last like couple of years. I've really known what I wanted, but like right now, as far as I'll make this quick. I don't have that many, but as far as piercings, I just have like 2 each in both lobes, and then 1 helix up here, also known as the cartilage, but you know we use proper terms here. And then also I have 2 nose rings on this side. I got my nose pierced a couple of times. Another story, but and then. Yeah, piercings I used to have more. I used to have like another lobe piercing in each ears. I had
She
like
used
another
to have
helix.
a lot of like.
I had a belly button ring
cartilage.
too. I had a lot of stuff done. But I don't know. The thing with piercings is that for me, I tend to get infected really fast. I don't handle the pain as well as tattoos, and like my belly button piercing, it rejected. So it's just. And yours healed fine, but mine just didn't do it.
I feel like they take a long time to heal. Because I also had another piercing. I had my industrial, and
that was cute.
It was cute, and I had it for a whole year, and then I took it out one night, and the whole thing closed up. It's healed to the point where like you wouldn't even have known that I had that.
Yeah, like I've never. Is it this year or the other one?
It's this one.
Because I remember you had that in for a long time, and I was like hoping you were going to keep it long term because you said it was really painful.
It was really painful, and I'm not going to get it done again.
I was really thinking about it at one point. I don't think it's my vibe anymore, but at one point I really wanted it done. The one piercing I want still is a daith, which is like, you know, the inside part. But I'm like so terrified of the pain because I just don't handle piercing pain well, and I always get infected. And it's just like, you know, at least with tattoos I know they're permanent and I'm going to get my money's worth, but with piercings it's like I just never know. And yeah, to just lose all the money from all the piercings I no longer have is kind of sad.
It is kind of sad. Whereas with tattoos, you don't have that. And I think, in my opinion, at least, in my experience, my tattoos have healed, like, pretty fast. Like, after 2 weeks, they're pretty much healed.
The only thing I hate is the itchiness during the healing. That's, like, unbearable for me.
I can bear it. It's just, sometimes, you know, I need a little bit more cream on it, so I'm not scratching at it and picking at it and stuff like that. I know a lot of people who pick at it and they ruin their tattoos.
Yeah, no, I don't, but it's hard because like I get really, really itchy and stuff. But yeah, before we move on to tattoos, gotta like speed it up with the piercings. But yeah, I just wanted to say, I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, I mean, as far as other piercings I want, not really that many. I mean, I still want a few more ear piercings, but I have small ears, so I feel like kind of too many is going to be overwhelming on my ears, but I don't know. And then as far as facial piercings, like I'm happy with these 2. I've gotten pierced a couple of times because things happen, but I don't know. I don't think I need another facial piercing. I don't think my face would look good with that.
I don't think there's any other piercing that like I really, really want that I would actually like get. Like I have my tragus, I have my regular like ear pierce. My earlobe.
Is your tragus still open?
Yeah, my tragus is still open. I have an earring in it right now, you know. And then I have my belly button pierced, and like that's all you really need, right? Like those are the necessities. I would say like maybe a nose piercing, but
I was surprised you don't have one, but you said you just never wanted one.
I never wanted one, and I like it seems like everybody has a nose piercing.
So you wanted to be unique.
I wanted to be unique and not have a nose piercing.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. Like for me. I feel like I got it done when it was popular, but not as popular as it is now. And then
I think it's always been kind of popular. Like, there's never not been a time. Well, maybe I won't say never because that's a generalization. We don't need to do that. But I don't think there's really a time where people are like, oh no, like nose piercings aren't in. Like, they're always in, you know, since the 90s.
I mean, I feel like I didn't see as many people with them, you know, I don't know. And then one time when I was a pretty young child, I had a friend and her mom, who was a little bit ignorant, said to me, like, oh, well, are you going to get a nose piercing, like, because you're Indian? And I was like, what? like you would just expect that I'm gonna have that,
Right.
or you think I'm gonna have like a really like big hole. Like I don't know what she thought.
She wanted you to have a bone through your nose.
I don't know what she was even really thinking or whatever. Also, this was also the woman that I referred to myself as a person of color as a little kid, and she was like, "Why would you say that?" Or my mom was like, "That's such an outdated term."
Listen, a colored person, outdated. Person of color, different.
Because I remember saying this. This was like, well, makes sense because it was one of my mom's church friends. But I'm just saying that she. My mind's blanking. But what was I saying? I was saying that. I'm sorry. What was I saying?
I don't know what you were saying. I don't know what you were thinking.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Person of color.
Yeah. So I don't know. This woman, like I said, we were just in a regular conversation. It was someone that I used to hang out a lot. She has a daughter a few years younger than me. Well, actually, she's no longer living, but that's another story.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We went
I know.
sharp right turn.
Anyway, what I was trying to say was that she, I don't know, just wasn't super knowledgeable. And like I said, I referred to myself as a person of color, and then both her and my mother were like, "Oh, why would you say that? It's such an outdated term." And I was like, "What? I'm calling myself that.
Right.
I'm brown. I mean, I literally made a poem when I was a little girl saying, I'm not a clown girl, I'm a brown girl."
Oh my god. So cringy.
I literally said that. I don't know. We're just trying to be real here. This is us. But tattoos of
I'm not a clown girl, I'm a brown girl. We need to put that on a t-shirt. If we ever do merch, we gotta find this clip and come back. I'm not a clown girl, I'm a brown girl, okay?
I mean, hey, it's a good expression.
TM. Put that on the end.
I mean, I'm serious though. Like, I apparently did say this, and my mom was like very impressed with my ability to like make a poem when I was a little kid. I mean, hey, I'm not a clown girl, I'm a brown girl.
Anyways,
a person of color.
Let's reel her back in, alright? Back
Some
to
editing's
the
gonna
piercing.
have to be. Back to tattoos and piercings.
I think we're done with piercings. We're on the tattoos.
Okay, so tattoos. Why do we?
I'll start. Okay. So, like I said, I have
So
3
what?
tattoos. I got,
I thought you had 4.
no, I have 3, because I've got 1 on my inner arm. I've got 2, or my inner left arm. That's a Still I Rise. It's a Maya Angelou poem. That's why I got it, because I really like that poem. And then I also have a black mermaid on my right arm, and we got matching tattoos of
We
an
did.
elephant.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not like 100% matching, but they're
Well,
pretty
yeah.
close.
So we were talking about getting matching tattoos for a long time, and I like the concept, but I also feel like when you have matching tattoos with too many people, then it's no longer special.
Mhm.
I have one kind of similar to my mom. We both got the adoption symbol, but it wasn't the same because we didn't get the same design, the same place, the same size, like the same colors, the same anything.
Y'all just got it at the same time.
Basically.
That's it.
So then we were talking about getting an elephant tattoo, and I feel like it was something that we talked about and we were dreaming
both
about
kinda
for
wanted
such
an
a long
elephant
time.
tattoo.
And so it was, I wish we could like really show you guys, but I feel like we can't. But I got technically an Asian elephant and you got an African elephant. And like the difference is, I think, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm just saying that I think like the African elephant has bigger ears, the Asian has like the shorter ears.
Yeah.
And I don't
They're
know, they
overall
drew-
like bigger. I mean, I don't really know exactly what the difference is. We could look it up, but we're not going to.
But the guy that did them is really talented, and he was able to really make them like, I don't know, he really customized them to like both of our styles. And while they're the same, they're also kind of different.
Yeah, they're like slightly different.
I like have to look at mine to make sure I know what it looks like. But we have some lilies in it, and we have some pansies, and the tusks are different, the trunks are different, but it's special. I'm glad that we did it, you know, and that's definitely like my prettiest, most beautiful tattoo, I think,
I'd say
for
that
sure.
too.
And I want to get more animals. I want to get more animals, and I want to get more flowers. But the ones that I have I have to look because I forgot. Basically, I have the National Eating Disorders Association symbol on my wrist for ED recovery, and then the semicolon for the whole suicide prevention awareness movement. And then I have kind of a mess on my arm. I got a quote, I'm not even going to say what it is, but I got a quote that I didn't really like, and it was kind of an impulsive tattoo. I decided, I'm just going to get a dandelion with this quote, like the day of the tattoo. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And I decided to do
Take
that.
some time to think about what you're going to get.
And it was really not a good idea. And I just didn't like it. I think my mom was kind of horrified when I took off like the wrapping in front of her. And so yeah, eventually it took a lot of years, a lot of money saving, which it wasn't that expensive, but it was just hard to like get everything together because I really wanted to do a cover up, but my artist said that I needed to get, a few sessions of laser first to lighten it, which I wasn't really willing to do. Like, I don't hate it that much. Like, I mean, if somebody was willing to offer laser for free, then I would probably do it, but it's like, for all the money and going out to find someone good to do that, it's just not really worth it. And I was like, I think all of my tattoos, they at least represent a time in my life, a moment, a feeling, whatever, and so it's just part of me, and that's fine. But I got some color added to it. I want this whole arm covered one day. I want a whole like sleeve on my left arm, and I have like vague ideas about it. But so yeah, now the quote is covered up, but there's color around the dandelion, but still not really my vibe or my energy. But it was part of Old Eleni, and that's fine. And then I also have the adoption symbol on my ankle with the colors of the Indian flag and the date that I came to the U.S., which is, like I said, similar to my mom. And then the elephant tattoo with Nadia. And then this random flower, which I got at a flash sale because why not?
Because why not?
So, yeah, and I have plans for many, many more, but they are very expensive. And I feel like even just these few tattoos that I'm not, like, fully satisfied with, it's already a lot of money. It's probably easily, like, $500, probably more.
Probably
already on
more
my
than
body.
that.
Well, yeah, definitely no more than, like, 800, but it's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think people realize, like, how expensive, especially when you're, like, young, you don't really realize how expensive tattoos are. And part of me is like, I should have been a tattoo artist. I could have made a lot of money. Especially since I'm into art. And, like, it's just one extra component. You just gotta put it on somebody's body, right? Like,
I just wouldn't want to be responsible for putting something permanent on someone's body and
them hating it.
yeah, I mean, I was already stressed enough cutting hair, so the thought of putting, a whole ass tattoo on somebody that's going to be there forever is kind of intimidating, but I definitely have plans for more. Like I said, I want to get more flowers. I want like every kind of flower there is on this planet.
She's going to be a garden.
I really do.
After all the tattoos.
And I don't want them because they're like feminine and basic. I just really like
They
the
look
actual
pretty.
aesthetic of them.
Yeah.
And then definitely more animals. I want something for my daughter. I'm not even going to get into my whole plans because it's a lot. But and then you want probably a few more, right?
I definitely want, I actually really like hand tattoos. I have like a tattoo that goes up to my hand right now. And like, I just think there's something about it that's just so sexy. Like, I don't want to like, I don't know if people think hands are sexy, but I do. I like hands. And I like my hands. Because I think my hands are sexy. But, and I think I want another hand tattoo. And right now I want to, like, I'm really feeling another neck tattoo. But don't tell my mom. Because she'd freak out. She'd be like, you're trying to get a government job and you want a neck tattoo? I mean, if all the jobs are going to be remote, you might as well get a neck tattoo.
I mean, who cares?
Yeah, and I feel like today's age, you don't really need to be clean in order to get a job. Like, you can have tattoos. I've seen nurses with hella tattoos. My professor, who was the director of, he was the chair, ooh, Jesus, let me get this right. He was the chairman of the Department of History and Political Science. and he was literally covered head to toe in tattoos. At least like his arms were covered and up to his neck, and we could see it during class. He literally had a naked woman, titties out and everything, on his arm. He's pointing to like, oh, you know, this is what a totalitarian government is like, and you're just seeing boobs right there on his arm. And I don't think that people think he's any less knowledgeable because he has tattoos. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't automatically not make him a professor or
I mean,
a
I feel like
professional.
the whole like career world, job world has become a lot more open to body mods than they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's still work to be done, but they're so much more accepting than they were.
Yeah.
Even, I don't know, like 20 years ago, like with my brother, he has a lot of tattoos and stuff. And I feel like, you know, back then it was a much bigger deal. Not that he's that old, but you know what I mean? It seemed to be, I don't know, more emotionally shocking to my mom back then than now. But I don't know, you know, my mom is always like, it just starts with one. And then, you know, they always say, oh, I'm just going to get one. And it's never just one. But they are addicting, though, and they're also a form of expression, and they're fun, and, you know.
You spend a lot of time, like, I don't think people realize in the time that you're trying to save up money for a tattoo, you're spending a lot of time, like, refining what you want, and, like, thinking about, oh, like, do I really want this on my body? Like, do I want to change it up a little bit? And I think that that's something that takes a lot of work, and when you see it through to the end and that last little bit of tattooing is done, you're like really excited and really pumped, like I did it. Like I was able to go from just a thought to having either the person or me create this idea. Yeah.
My computer just
And-
went, so we don't have any audio left.
No, we don't. So we're just gonna end it here. So
Maybe we'll make a part 2 to this, because I think I still have a few things to say, so.
yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, come back for part 2. Thank you for listening. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see